I guess we'll keep it like that because I don't know what's going on. So yeah. Well, hello, my dears. So today I thought to make like a little video because I have to have a recording of my beautiful orchids, which for me are my absolute joy, and I'm super proud of them, and in particular this year because they just had so many flowers, like so many plants, that this has to be in record basically. So it's too nice. And I also thought that as I basically gave them water yesterday, but I missed one plant because I didn't have enough water. Well, I will explain you why. I can also show you how I water my orchids, because wait, I have like a crazy person here talking. I mean, with all respect, actually, he's really funny looking. Yeah, I have like this they talking about. So we're talking here about the 3E Atlas, which 3I Atlas, which is, you know, like our object in our solar system, and you can hear a lot of this kind of conversation in this channel about this kind of, you know, external subjects in the stars, because I just love the arguments. So, anyways, what I was saying. So I'm going to show you my orchid, and I'm just a little sorry that it's actually very cloudy and actually raining, because it just started raining like at this very moment. So it's not the best lighting. For example, yesterday we had like such a beautiful day. It's the beginning of September, so it's funny because it feels like I'm recording like literally like one video a month in here, but it's fine, it's fine. I wanted to record this video for so long, and in particular when I saw that my orchid, I do like this incredible, you know, this incredible magic this year, but I just couldn't find the right moment, and every time it was a sunny day I was busy in other things and I couldn't just do it. So, and also I want to show you, I want to share with you, you know, my way of watering my orchid, just because for me it's working very well from when I start just proceed this way. And because orchid is one of my favorite flower, is actually up the top of my favorite flower. There's just another flower that is like in the same, you know, at the same with orchids, which I don't remember never how it's called, and it's like kind of uncommon. You don't have that plant usually in your house, but this year I saw them growing in the garden of a lady next to my garden. And oh my god, I never saw them you know, grow naturally. Absolutely beautiful. I have no idea that they can grow naturally here in Poland with that climate. So I will insert maybe a picture of which other flower I mean. I think they're called gilli in Italian, but I'm not sure. Anyways, so yeah, like orchid basically is one of my favorite, is my favorite flowers from, well, from when I remember. And when I was younger, I just absolutely couldn't take care of any plants. I didn't have absolutely a green thumb. So yeah, just from like some years to this moment, when I bought my first orchid, I guess like 5 years now ago, pretty much, maybe 4 years ago, I got you know, like in this moment of my life, I got myself again a plant of orchid, and you know, with the knowing that it can just go very unwell, and also changing my perspective on how I taking care of them, in the means that I was teach actually for people that know very well how to take care of plants, how you can water plants, you know, how you take care of also of orchid. And for some reason, like the way they probably explained to me, it was like too harsh to me to like grab it in my head. So I basically learn very slowly from different peoples, and maybe some I put in stuff that I saw on YouTube, also from some planty channel on how to take care of plant in general. And yeah, I just started using this method for watering my orchids, and which is nothing special, but is like the procedure that I'm using, that is just maybe different from when I, from when it was teaching to me. So from when I start just proceeding this way, my orchids are basically doing very, very well. I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm sharing this video as actually non-expert of plants or orchid. This is like absolutely by any mean a planty channel or a planty video. It's just my sharing of how I, my orchid, and how I doing things as a non-expert to take care of them. So yeah, we'll just show you now my little collection, and because we have like beautiful flowers, and I will show you how I water them. Wow, you can hear how it's raining. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you probably cannot see how is the rain, but you can probably hear it. So here are all my orchids, actually not all of them, and I will record this video with this camera now, and if it's going not well I will probably record the view of my orchid with another camera. But anyways, I keep all my orchids obviously on the windows. I mean, it doesn't have to be obvious, but in Poland we keeping like all the ladies, they keeping orchids on the windows, and orchids absolutely love the direct light, but be careful, they don't love too much direct sunlight. The sun is too strong for them. They just don't love that. I mean, at least in my experience, because I also try to grow on the windows with more direct sunlight orchids in Italy, for example, which the sun is more stronger, it's very hot, blah blah blah. And I mean, I guess they like hot because these are like plants that like typically, I don't know from where are they originated at the moment, but they just in my experience they don't love when I put them in direct too much sunlight, also because the sun this year was really strong. And but they doing very well in this place where I'm living now, that I have like very little direct sunlight. I just have like direct light on the windows. They just love that. And it doesn't matter if I turn the heater on in the winter, they're fine. So here, this is like 2 plants. All these flowers that you can see here are from this plant here actually, which is my first orchid that I got actually 4 years ago, and she's just really like, I'm so proud because I learned with her, she was my first winning with orchids. I still think that she doesn't have like enough water because they're like, anyways, I will talk about water in a moment. Anyways, this is like my first orchid, and she this year gave me, for the second time in her life, gave me, after I got her with flowers, her flowers for me basically. These are just fresh newborn, and they're like hanging on this next plant here because I keep them with I help them to hang in there because it's really heavy and very long, the little thing there. I have names for all these things in Polish, so it's like a little bit hard for me to explain you everything in English, we just don't want to get too technique in here. Anyways, I also find it very useful to get all these beautiful, I love these decorating, things, so you can help to grab them. I haven't learned yet exactly how to can make these maybe go in the direction that you want, because I'm always so scared to like break this. But actually I had a win with another one that we'll show in a second. Anyways, this plant, she's a little bit smaller. I just changed her the vase, and she gave me flowers last year a lot. Surprisingly, very surprisingly to me, she gave me flowers again. And in here are these white ones that are so beautiful. my gosh, like I cannot. They just born. And I never remember which colors they have till they give me flowers. And I didn't even remember at all that this was white. I was sure that it was pink. Like I could literally say that I swear this plant last year gave me pink flowers, but I guess not, because they're really creamy, white creamy, beautiful. Then I have this plant here that she didn't give me flower this year, and I wasn't expecting her to give me flowers, because this was the last one that I basically bought, that I changed here, everything, and I gave her like a fresh, grounding, fresh stuff here. So yeah, she didn't give me flowers this year because I just refreshed everything, but I see that she's doing so much better, so we'll see when she will decide that it's the right moment for her. And this orchid here, it's a type that I don't know how it's called, but she is gigantic, and her flowers are literally like the palm of my hand. These flowers are absolutely enormous, as you can tell, I hope, and the color is so gorgeous. And as you can see, I was able to actually attach her and like direct her in the way I wanted, because originally when I got her, there was a gift, originally she was following that arch. And last year when she gave me this like super giant piece with flowers, also she flowered last year, it was like that one. It was literally like just going straight, and it was a mess in here because it was so big and so long. I didn't know how to deal with them because, they're in a point where I'm worried that I'm going to like break them when we walk through, me and my husband. So yeah, this year I got some courage and I actually start directing her from the beginning, and then I just attach her in here with this little pointy here, and actually I direct her, and I could also arch her if she will be was going to grow longer, but she just stopped here, so I didn't force her more than that. Trying to show you the flowers maybe a little bit. Look how beautiful. These flowers are absolutely so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Anyways, she's beautiful. And this one, this is the plants that she was doing worst from when I moved here in last year. She was doing so bad. I literally thought she's going to not make it, because I had 2 plants last year that were doing unwell. Because when I took them in here, I don't remember exactly, but they suffered the moving situation a lot. I had them on my other window, and I just changed her this year finally. She waited like a lot of months before I changed her pot and everything. I repot her. When I repot her, she just was the happiest plant in the world. I straight her up because orchids are very heavy, and they just like have the tendency to like go down in the vase, like all of them basically. They not like, apart this one, the other one, unlike mine at least, they have a hard time to like stay straight all the time. So anyways, when I repot her and did all the things that I did, she just reborn. And this year she just thanked me with 20 flowers. She gave me 20 flowers, absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. These are like tinies. I think these are the first flowers that she gave me from when I got her. which I obviously don't remember when and what and why. These in there are the last born, so they're absolutely beautiful. While these ones are a little bit more tired-ish because I was not very good in watering them how I was supposed to in time, let's say, because it's really hot. It was really hot for, you know, some weeks maybe. And she's flowering already from a few months, so these flowers are in here at least for 2 months or even 3. And because of the incorrect watering, I lost a few flowers already. These are the ones that are like, you know, subished the drama a little bit more. And also a few things that of course you probably can notice. This is like nothing else, that just dust. There are like the leaves are a little dusty now, and it's because you have to clean the leaves periodically. And I don't know, here close the windows, they tend to dust, you know, it tend to get a lot of dust for some reason. So I haven't cleaned them again yet, but periodically I just clean, you know, which I will not explain you how and what, every single leaf very gently for dust, because they love to be clean from dust. They're really grateful when you do that the correct way. And also obviously we can notice here, you know, you can notice here that I have like this burn leaf, and this happened because this plant was like on the other window, and there was like a moment of the year in which the sun was reflecting, I think, on the window or on something that was outside from when I living, and it literally burned few of my plants' leaves just on the other window. So this is like literally a sunburn. That was like touching the window. I don't know if the window got so hot because there was like this sun reflection, and then this is in fact when I decided to move it and take care of them. And I got these also on another plant which was not an orchid, so that was like definitely like a sunburn, that one here. And also going now to the watering part, like I can tell like how I water. I know that it's time to watering. Well, you know, I don't have like a particular rule for when I watering in time. In the means, I'm not giving myself like every 2 weeks or every 1 week or every like some days, no, in numbers. I'm just basically going around and see how they look like. And usually I can tell from, you know, touching how the leaves are, if they're like nice and juicy, and I can feel that like standing, you know, very nice, straight, like that. I mean, I want to give her water, but I don't know if actually she won't water this one, for example. But I think it's time to get water this one as well. I don't know. Anyways, I will say that she's not necessarily need water. This leaf actually is a new leaf. That's why she's so beautiful and standing so up. This is like a fresh leaf that she gave me, like a thanking me because I repot her not long ago. So anyways, that is the one way that I can know that it's time to, you know, change the water. Definitely not every week, every maybe 2 weeks or something like that. And also when I see that the roots are like that, it's like, it's not good. Roots should be more like, you know, juicy, like that, full of liquids. But when they have water, when they have flowers, obviously take everything. Oh no, a flower broke here. Yeah, that was like too tight probably here. Anyways, obviously take this as I'm not an expert, okay? I'm just like sharing my experience. When they have flowers, in particular that much flowers, all the water you give them, the first place where it's going is on the flowers, and on the flowers that like here on the top is literally, you can see that, because when you have flowers, when you don't give them the right amount of water, the first part that you see going bad are these flowers at the beginning. and the plants. So the water is like she pushing the liquids priority to these ones, to the ends, and then, you know, the rest she manage it in certain way. I guess that's the way I see it. So anyways, probably because of these beautiful and juicy flowers that she have, and that is like very long also, so she just keep, you know, this little bit drying because I give in water her. Now at the moment they add water yesterday, so they might also still have a little bit of water in here, but I prefer not see that they're like so little and, you know, a little bit dry. Is always the best to have them like that. So I water all these yesterday, in the sense that I put water in them. I will show you now how I do it that with this plant here, which she do to water. I have to give her a little bit of water. I cannot believe that she don't want water. So I might just check on her and give her a little bit of water, because yesterday I didn't have like enough water ready for her, but I gave priority to the ones that have flowers. So I'm just going ahead and do that now. Okay, so here we have a special little guest, which is in hair, in fur changing. So she's might look a little bit like, you know, she's our little guest of the video. She's waiting because she's won like her second breakfast. Anyways, just a moment, baby. So I'm going to water them, and I'll show you the simple way I'm like watering my orchid, which maybe is something that you already know, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll share with you anyways. So I have in here pre-boiled water. It means that in here is just water that I previously boiled, and that this container is just for that. She's at room temperature now, and this is the water that I use to water my orchid, and just water like that. They don't like, for some reason, they don't like, I have all an explanation for that, but taking consideration that English is not my mother language, and that I'm not a plenty person, in the sense this is not a plenty channel, so it really doesn't matter too much, but there is a logic reason for that. That I'm not gonna explain you now because I don't know how, but anyways, I'm never using like tap water or any other water. I mean, any other water actually it's better than the tap water directly. The tap water has to be pre-boiled and cool down to be able to like water the orchids. Now this is not like a straight rule. I don't know exactly how other people do. They might just use tap water. It depends of the water that it's in your area, but yeah, that's the way I learned, that's the way I'm doing, and yeah, I can see that they like that way. So this is pre-boiled water that I just have for my flower, because actually I water this way with pre-boiled water all my flowers. So usually what I'm doing, I had like, I'm not, you know, going around with that is super heavy, so I just have in like another container that I just use for that. And I move the water, oops, okay, we have like a water disaster, and I just put the water that I need to carry around. So I'm going to move with that, and also I prefer to keep water for my plants and also for myself in glass than in plastic, because we know plastic that is kind of, you know, it's not really, you know, healthy also for your plants. And I have one that I watered yesterday that I will show you in a little bit, because this one is one of the one that I haven't shown you yet. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm just taking my plants out now. She don't look like extremely she need water, but it's been a while, so I don't know, I might just give her water. Maybe I didn't remember that I gave her water not long ago. What's going on? I'm feeling confused. Anyways, I can just give her water at this point and just show you the way I'm doing it, and for the sake of this video, and then I just, you know, can throw it away. I'm pouring water, like some water, like let's say 1 centimeter or 2 of deepness in here, on a vase like that, I usually change all the vase that they're coming with the orchids, that they're not that large down there, but they have a little bit of shape and the plants is not touching directly the down part of the vase, because it doesn't work for me. I don't like them. So I usually buy larger vase, you know, like the outside vase for them, because the vase that are inside the plastic one, that part is going to be directly in contact with the lower part of the vase. So there we go, and I just put her in here, and I usually leave the plant like that for 24 hours pretty much. Like, she's gonna to like drink all of the water that she need in the pretty much amount of like the 24 hours, which is not like, you know, like with a timer, is pretty much 24 hours. And the next day I'm going to basically do that. This is an orchid that I haven't shown yet. Is like, she's sitting usually on another window. She's really tiny, doesn't give me flower yet this year. She will probably not give me flowers until I will repot her eventually one day, because I believe this is one, yeah, this is the last one that she came in the family. So I give her water. She's really small and really actually dusty. Ooh, she really need to have like a dust cleaning. Anyways, I give her water yesterday, so she's pretty much around the 24 hours due to get rid of the water that she have left in here. I'm not an expert to filming this video, never done it before, so, you know, just forgive me about it. But anyways, I'm just basically taking off the plants, seeing that she's doing absolutely beautiful. Oh my god, you cannot see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can tell that the roots are just like, yes, thank you, we are juicy and green, beautiful. This is like absolutely how they should be, like that, beautifully looking. So roots are doing absolutely great. She drank all her water that she want. I think she's too tight in this vase at this point. She just wanted to have like a bigger vase, bigger, you know, space. And yeah, I will at one point, you know, change her. Anyways, taking my plant to the sink. Now my bunny is in the way, so it's not the comfortable way. And after 24 hours, I have some water left. I don't know if you can see. But anyways, I have some water left. And this water left, she doesn't need to be here, because she just make her go bad. You don't need this water anymore. Just throw this water away. And I put him back the plant here. And there we go. That's the way I water in my orchids, and it's working great for me, actually. This is not something as an expert, this is something like a non-expert that share my experience with the immense love for orchids. And our special guest, she's politely waiting very nicely, like, please give me my second breakfast because I really want her. So I just put her back, the one that I water, you know, next to the window. She's actually about to give me another flower. Look at that. Not another flower, another leaf. She's having like a baby leaf down there, ready to come up. And this one is like just a fresh leaf, just grew. That's why she's like standing so happily, this one. She's with her other plants. Oh, I need to repot this one so bad. These are all babies. These are all babies. I don't know how this plant is called, but she just need to like... Yeah, the problem, I don't have like too much space for my plants, so I just have like these two little windows, so yeah. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, if you watched this video and you came this far, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!